Definitely like a really inexpensive investment just to make it so that your like process is a lot cleaner, a lot more sanitary. Also just like a lot more spa like I said. So you're not like actually dipping your hands into the pot of product. You're just using this and then you can disinfect, clean, do what you will with the rubber brush. So basically this is like very gooey consistency. So I like to start off with a little bit and like build up if needed. But yeah, this is how much I have. And then, whew, it's so cold, but it feels so good. And then I just apply it all over my skin. And it doesn't have like, it looks like yellow in the little pot, but it just goes on pretty clear. And actually it looks kind of yellow. I look a little jaundiced, but whatever. And it honestly has like the nicest cooling effect. It's just cold because it's like almost jelly. I just like to spread that all evenly around. Get it up in between my brows. And definitely I love to concentrate this because it is an enzyme mask, like around my more just like finicky problem areas, because it just sloughs off all those gross dead skin cells. It feels so nice on my temples right now because I have the worst migraine from staring at a screen. So it just feels literally incredible. I'm just gonna on my chin. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to break out like right here during my period. And I think that's like the area for hormonal acne. So it sucks. If periods weren't bad enough, you have to just break out. It's the worst. So basically the instructions say, apply a generous, even layer to skin to clean damp skin, avoiding the eyes and lips. Leave on for 2 to 10 minutes, then rinse thoroughly with warm water and pat dry. Use up to 2 to 3 times weekly for best results. Also, just as a reminder, I'm going to be using a sunscreen towards the end of this video. My favorite sunscreen ever. But just as a reminder, this does contain AHA, which is hydroxy acid. So you definitely want to be using a sunscreen if you're using this. Again, this is an enzyme exfoliating mask. So you're like sloughing off all those dead skin cells, but it's leaving your skin a little bit vulnerable to like UV rays and all that stuff. Today I am only going to leave it on for like 2 minutes just because I just wanted a little bit of a refresh. I did this last week, so this is what it looks like. It's nice because it's like not tightening or anything like that. So I love this. Like I love to put this on, and if I have to get on a work call, obviously not video, but I love to put this on if I have a work call where I'm just like speaking to someone over the phone. So I can have it on for 10 minutes and then just wash it off. It doesn't like tighten my skin or anything like that. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It just feels really like cool and refreshing and nice. Oh, I love this. But yeah, so this is it. I do look a teensy bit yellow. That can also be the lack of sunlight and sleep at this point. It's just exhausting, guys. If you want to go into social media management, you can ask me all the questions. It is very tiring if you think you're just going to be posting on Instagram all day. It's not that glamorous. Partially glamorous, partially a butt kicking amount of work, especially during like, depending on what you're doing, especially during like very, very intense like fashion or beauty seasons, specifically for like the Instagrams that I manage. So it gets very hectic around this time. And because of all the cancellations of events this year or postponements, everything just happened the same week. Very wild. So I've had this on. Let me give it a couple more seconds. And then usually I would just wash it off in my sink. Obviously, I don't have a sink near me. So I'm just using a wet towel to clean this off. And making sure I get everything off before I do the next skincare step. Unfortunately, one of the steps I can't physically do today because it is so like before I wash this off. So this is one of my favorite products. This is one of my favorite products. I wanted to show you both of them, but I don't use them together because this is the Solar Wave. So this has infrared. Well, it's infrared light therapy. So if I'm using this one day, I won't use this just because I don't want my skin, which is already kind of sensitive, to like be oversensitized by this. So I'll talk about this, but yeah, just as an FYI, I do not use these together. I use them on separate days. Today I'm doing the mask because I desperately need it. But I will show you the Solar Wand because it is one of my favorite products. So just take this off my skin. Oh, it feels so nice. And do not worry, guys. I'm not red from the face mask. I literally, my face gets red at like the slightest touch. So that is that. This is what my skin looks like. She's a little red, but ignore. The next product I'm going to be talking about, like I said, is the Solar